Hey, what's up, fam? Darth Pop doing a let's play on this, at least here. But it's a cool game. I really like it. It's got a really cool mood, I guess you could say, environment. It's a dungeon crawler, but you not only have to worry about the health, the physical health of your characters, but also their mental health. We are going to do Radiant, because that's kind of easiest. And if we're going to get through it, it'll be on this level. Let's play! And I know it's supposed to be a hyphenated let's, but I don't want to go back and do it. Okay, let's play. Begin. So we're just going to get right into it. Oh, I won't talk over the cutscene.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient, pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path, you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
So you can see right off the bat, it's a real dark and brooding game. The voice actor's great, and even the vernacular he uses kind of old world. There's few, like, you may have to look up the words he's saying sort of thing, or derive the meaning from context. But it's all very specific to give it kind of that, just that, I don't know, that kind of Cthulhu feel, I guess, is the best way that I can kind of describe it. Nonetheless, you can see the style is very, like, cel-shaded and dark. I'm probably going to skip through most of the tutorial since I already know how to do it. But this is the basics of the game. You get your guys, and it's like a side-scroller, dungeon crawler. Right now, right in the middle, lower middle, that's my map. I'm currently where that torch is, and I need to basically go to that next room. When you're in a room, you're kind of in neutral zone, but you tell it which way you want to go. So we're going to go to the right.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
So this is now the lanes in between the room, and this is kind of where stuff happens. One thing you'll notice... Oh,
Dispatch
okay.
this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
Alright, so here's our first encounter. What's cool is we actually surprised this guy. That's why he's got that little exclamation point above his head, which means we get a free turn before anything even starts. So right off the bat here, his attacks kind of depends on where he is and where he's attacking. But nonetheless, I'm going to do this attack, which is just a regular attack, plus it gives a bleed, which does damage over time. So now he's bleeding every time at the beginning of his turn. He will lose a little bit of health. On this side, I'm going to try to stun him. So it's another kind of weak attack, but bam, I got to stun him. Which means he doesn't get to go on his turn, and on his turn he bled out anyway. So we just smashed him, and there's our loot, 250 gold. Awesome, it goes down here. This is food, this is loot, these are all my slots that I can hold stuff in. Food will, obviously you need food like every 24 game hours or whatever. They'll starve if they don't eat, but it also gives you health points. Nonetheless, so we just won that encounter, so we're going to go ahead and move on. But one thing I do want to show, I'm going to hold down one of my buttons. You'll see at the very top there's that torch thing. Right now we're at 88 of 100 torch. The higher the light is, the higher that number is, kind of the better off you are. The torch does go down over time, but as it gets darker, like, your enemies can surprise you a little more and those kind of things. So you always want to try to keep that light number between like 80 and 100. We're going to go on a little bit and you'll see, oh, here's something I can search. So right now it's giving me the option to search it. Sometimes your characters will just search it on their own, but I'm going to go ahead and investigate this tent. And someone left some valuables,
Leave
more gold.
nothing unchecked.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
There is much to be found in forgotten
So I'm going to take a
places.
few more steps, and you'll see the torch is actually going to go down. Oh, it didn't. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it did go down. I can L2 again. Now we're down to 70, so that's pretty low. What I'll do is, I don't have any torches. Well, shit. I was going to light one, but I don't have any. Nonetheless, let's go in this room. Let's see what's in here. Oh, we have a fight and a treasure chest. We surprise these guys. That's good. That guy's back.
Their kind is no longer
So let's
welcome.
see. The things I can do is his attack, which adds bleed. He's got this grape shot blast, which damages multiple enemies at the same time. This is kind of like a special. You mark a victim, and then you buff yourself. It's kind of used for marking people in stealth mainly, so it's not that great. I'm gonna make this guy in the front bleed. I think he has a lot of hit points, so we're gonna need to really make sure we get as much damage on him as possible. He can do a normal attack. He can do that stunning attack that I did last time. He can also do this thing where his shield will emanate light, and then he will attract all of the attacks basically. But he also will increase his defense. In fact, I'm going to do that only because my candlelight's a little low. This will add to it a bit. It'll buff me. That guy's attack. Now that guy, you can see he got 2 points of damage from that bleed before he went and shot me in the face. Now you'll see I'm like resisting certain things, and they're resisting things, and there's only a few buffs and debuffs in the game. I'd say about 4 of each, so they're really easy to keep track of. That doesn't mean it doesn't exclude them from this game from being very deep, though, all things considered. All right, so I got that guy bleeding. Let me see. Can I get? Yeah, I'm gonna do damage to all of them here. Oh. I missed one and the other one dodged it. That was horrible. This guy's just doing very little damage. Okay, now I'm gonna try to stun this guy. Oh, he resisted the stun. Oh, and punishment. Oh, cool, I dodged it. That will be helpful. And this guy's just doing this blanket fire. It's not doing a whole lot of damage, but if I let him kind of continue, it is going to be the death of me, so I'm gonna take him out or try to. Just a normal shot in the back, but didn't come through. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna do straight damage to him. I'm gonna try to take this guy out in a couple rounds here since he's bleeding. Yeah, neither one's doing a whole lot of damage to me, which is good. Oh, now I'm bleeding over here, though. That's not good. I don't think I have a way to really help myself. Unless we're going to try to get this guy down really quick. Alright, he's dead.
Size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
One thing is you'll see corpses get left behind most of the time, and it has to do with the kind of the order that people are in and how you attack them. So like sometimes it's an advantage to have that guy in the back. Right now it's actually to his advantage and my disadvantage to have him in the back. So that's kind of why they leave the corpses around, because it adds like that extra dimension to everything. Anyways, I still gotta kill. You could take out the corpses, but it's almost like a wasted effort. Because you're really trying to, eliminate those that are attacking you. Wow, my guy in the back is not doing well. We gotta end this. I don't think I have any way of attacking the guy in the back. None of these will. I'm just gonna pass. I'm gonna pass my turn for now. You may see this has happened before. It happened just now to my knight, but they'll get this little mark above their head with a number, and that's actually like degrading their mental health. Below the red health bar on each one of my guys is kind of, there's, how many are there? 10 of these, or 8 of these boxes, and they'll start to get filled in. You'll see they're kind of getting outlined in white right now. Also, on my character himself, below his heart, he's not healthy at all. He's 4 out of 23 on health, and then he's 6 out of 200 on mental health. So physical health, mental health. Physical health you want as much as possible. Mental health you want it as low as possible. You'll see more of that as we get into the dungeon. Nonetheless, this guy can kill this guy, or try. So we are gonna... Oh! He's almost dead. Alright, instead of just waiting, I'm gonna try to get rid of this corpse. That's probably what I should have done last time. Bring him up front. That way I can straight attack him.
Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Okay, I'm bleeding, which is really bad. I think I might go down. These are just trinkets and stuff. Oh, but I completed the quest. I'm going to remain here only because there is that chest I want to open. Of course it's trapped, and I'm blighted, but I'm getting out of here. Okay, whew. That bad guy barely survived that. Wow. It's brutal. Okay, so that's what I'm taking home. 5,000 coin. You do good points for treasure and stuff. Okay, it's good to know. Okay, so here's something. At the end, I got experience, but also that guy at the bottom now has a trait. I don't even know if that's a good trait or a bad trait, but we're going to find out.
Welcome home, such as it is.
So this is kind of my quests, like the storyline, what have you.
These corrupted
this
lands,
is the town.
they are yours now.
Right now we
And
have
you are
3 things
bound
open.
to
The
them.
graveyard, which no one's died yet. People are definitely going to
Most
die.
will end
That's
up
where you
here,
visit them. Right
covered
here
in
is
the
kind of the
poisoned
memoirs.
earth,
These are the
awaiting merciful oblivion.
cinematics.
In time,
if you want to
you will know the
rewatch
tragic
the cinematics.
extent of my failings.
Here, Stagecoach, this is where you get new heroes, or you
Women
pick up heroes
and
that are
men,
kind of traveling around. I'm going to
soldiers
pick up
and
both these guys.
outlaws, fools and corpses.
At first,
All
they're
will
both
find their
available
way
to
to
me,
us
but
now that the
also
road is clear.
you have parties of 4, so I'm going to want 4. Also, while I'm here, you can upgrade each one of these buildings. And one thing is, I'm going to... you know what? Yeah, I'm going to want to increase the number of heroes
Word
that are
is
available to
traveling.
me to 3.
Ambition is stirring in distant
The
cities.
currency, if you look at the lower
We can
left,
use
gold,
this.
you just use to buy things. There's also these cameos, there's art, there's documents, and then there's a shield thing. So those are the only 4 or 5 pieces of currency. Everything you use to upgrade or your people or these buildings are one of those 5 currencies. Nonetheless, that's the Stagecoach. I've got these trinkets here that I think I'm going to start putting on people. So, open up my characters. Let's see. So this trinket, minus 10 stress and plus virtue chance. I don't know what virtue is exactly. Let's look it up. Glossary. All the way to the bottom, because it's alphabetical. Virtue, a temporary condition of increased effectiveness that a hero acquires after passing an affliction check. Virtue heroes have buffs. Oh, okay. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, so this thing, 5% virtue chance of my sensor. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put that on my knight guy. He's going to be up in front. 8% death below resist. That's just okay. Move resist, but the minus speed, speed is how often your character's turn comes up, and I just don't like compromising that. I feel like that's like more important than anything. To the fact that I'm actually going to sell these things, because I don't want anything. Okay, but I'll keep that one. I'm not going to equip it really to anyone yet. This is where I would assign skills and those kind of things. We're not there. Where we're at now is we can go ahead and start our real first adventure here. So we're going to go ahead and embark.
A mecca of madness and morbidity.
Okay, so I've got 4 guys. And
your work begins.
One thing about each one, I'm going to bring it up. You'll see at the very top right, their preferred position and their preferred targets. So, preferred position, so I'm going to try to place these guys where they want to be placed. So this guy probably in the front, this guy probably second, probably third, and last, I don't, what the circle around it means. Doesn't matter. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna put him. Nope. Oh, yeah, we'll do that in a second. Him there. No, we're gonna put her there and him back there. One thing that's kind of cool that we're actually gonna do here is we're gonna rename our guys. It's gonna kind of give us an attachment to it. I'm gonna call this guy Padre. We can also change shader. Good for blue and gold if they got it. I guess that's close. We'll use that. Cool. Okay, let's go down to this guy. Yeah, so it gives us a little bit of attachment to the characters themselves, so we kind of care about what happens to them. Yes. We're gonna name this guy Baby Bear. Alright, this one we shall name Ambro. And this one we'll name Baby Girl. Alright, cool. Now we got them named. Now we have some sort of attachment to them. Get out of there. We got everything. Okay, now it's where we actually... Whoa. There we go. This is where we select our mission. This mission up here, this is actually the main mission, Darkest Dungeon. We're not even close to ready to go there. We're only level 1s and 0s, and we have no equipment or training. So we're going to start off just right here in this easy one. It's the only other one available. First, we're going to pick up provisions. We currently have anti-venom, so blight, poisons, and toxins. That'll cure, and this will increase resistance. Two things that are completely necessary are food and torches. For the easy ones, I'm going to take probably about 10 food, probably a little left over, and probably 10 torches too. It's probably too many torches, but I really like to have too many and not enough. I also like to take one of these shovels, because there's sometimes blockades, and without a shovel, it takes time and sanity and physical health. So the things are just a bitch, and so having a shovel is extremely, extremely helpful. Unless we're getting going right now. Okay, so bottom mid is my map. I can move it around or whatnot. The rooms are obviously kind of the safe places once you clear them. Sometimes once you enter a room, there's going to be enemies or things you have to do. Once you clear them, they become safe spaces. Nonetheless, once you're in one where it shows my torch, then you select which direction you want to go. We only have one direction, so we're going to go up. And we're now going to move down this hallway, see what's in store for us. So there's this thing, which is a torch holder, which may have an unburnt torch. It does. We're going to take that. We now have an extra torch. We got to walk down the hallway a little bit more, and the torch should go down enough, yep, to where I'm going to use another one. There we go. And so that's why we have torches, so we can keep that up. You can see my dodging. I got like a double on dodging, a double on scouting, and a lot on monster surprise. So if there's monsters in here, there's a high chance that I will surprise them. And there are. And I surprised them. So that's why having the torch is so good in these situations. Okay, so for this guy, as I'm highlighting my abilities, there's these dots at the very top of the description. That kind of shows on the left one what position you need to be in to cast it. The right one is what position your enemies need to be in to hit them. So this Grape Shot Blast is pretty good because it'll actually hit the first 3 people, or first 3 enemies. You can see, as opposed to this one has, there's kind of line in between the red dots, which means they're linked. Anyways, this will hit both of those guys. Not much damage, but it's going to whittle them down and chip them down a bit. This guy's kind of interesting. Oh, he has... he has quite a little bit different skills than I'm actually used to. So this one will, it stuns the guy. It'll also make him switch positions. See, it didn't really matter on this one just because they're both the same character, but let's say he was like a wizard or something, he wanted to be in back, it would kind of force them up front, so it kind of fucks with their position. Since that guy's stunned, I'm actually going to do a power which does damage to this guy and then heals me. I didn't have any health that I needed to be healed, but we're doing it anyways. How is my sanity already low? What the hell happened to me? It doesn't matter. I'm just walking around. Okay, my main guy, I'm going to try to stun. Oh, he's already stunned. I don't need to stun him again, so let's just womp on him.
Another one falls.
Holy send, 350 coin.
These
cool.
nightmarish creatures can be felt.
I'm gonna go ahead and open up the chest. Contents are mine.
Finding the stuff is only the first test.
Gold and
Now it must be carried home.
Trinket. Good with that. Put that away. Look at the map. Only one way to go. So we are going up. Okay, so here's one of those blockades. So
even the cold
if I didn't have that shovel, it would
passage.
I'd lose time, which would be light. I'd get health damage and mental health damage. None of it's good, obviously. So that's why I take swords, because bam, it's gone. All right, the torch went down a little bit, and I'll light up another one. Nope.
The light, the promise of safety.
Oh, good time to light that thing. Didn't surprise him, but I'll still have all my dodge and stuff. Okay, now I've got more options because there is a third guy. What is this? That does stun, and that does light. I actually want to stun that guy in the back if I can. Good, because she's probably the most dangerous out of all of these. This guy can shoot 3. He's going to get all of them peppered. Stunned, so he doesn't get anything. These guys will just do like physical damage, maybe try to cause him to bleed or something, but nothing too bad. Okay, so here's a cool power. Since that guy just took damage, she can actually heal him. So she's going to heal him up for the damage he took. Another just physical damage. Okay, here's one that does damage to 2 at the same time, so we're going to do that. Take one guy out. And that, nice. Left that guy to do that. So you can see only did 1 physical damage, but 15 mental damage. So they're still relatively low. I'm not going to worry about their mental damage for the time being, but it is something I'm paying attention to. I'm going to try to... No, she already acted, so I'm going to blight her. Blight is similar to bleed or poison. It does damage over time. It's something you can do to undead. Undead, you can't make them bleed because they don't bleed. But with blight, it is another form of damage over time you can cast on undead. Alright. All these guys. Ooh, she dodged it. Nice dodge. This guy, I'm going to do this. So it's actually going to debuff her, do a little bit of damage, and give me some torchlight. The debuff was so she can't dodge anymore. It's like minus 20 on dodge, so there's no way she can dodge anything. He is going to just take this guy out in front.
Begone, fiend.
Right, now I'm going to shoot her. And he, I don't think I can do damage from back here. Just do damage.
Confidence
1, just enough.
the enemy
Nice.
crumbles.
There we go. So we got
Success
some
so clearly in view.
gold. We got a piece of
Or is it
jade and
merely
portrait.
a
This is
trick
one of
of
the
the
pieces
light?
of currency. Cool. So that was extremely successful. Let's move on to this dungeon, or this, excuse me, this room. Right, nothing in this room. My main mission on the upper left is to explore 90% of the rooms, which is basically going to have to be all of the rooms, I think. I don't think it's going to let me do, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, oh, maybe it will. So I'm going to try to do all but that, probably the one in the middle. So we're going to go straight up. Torch, ready to go. I'm gonna see what's in this backpack. Key, okay, and some citrine, some more gems. Cool. Let's see. This is. I'm not gonna light the torch yet. Oh, more fighting. Okay, so we are going to do something similar. We're going to... Oh, she dodged it. That's bad. So only 1 physical damage, 19 mental damage. That's going to hurt a little bit. I'm going to do the one that does damage to everything here. The torch is pretty low, so I'm actually going to do that skill where that makes it so she can't dodge. Lights it up a little bit. Did quite a bit of damage, actually. Significant amount of damage on her. Oh no, and I got bleed. That's going to be bad. Okay, this guy, I'm going to do damage to the front. Nope, I'm going to do this thing. Just going to light it up a little bit more. It's going to buff me. Alright, this gives me a lot more advantages. I'm going to disorient her, which will hopefully bring her to the front. That's close enough. Let me see. I'm going to see if I have bandages. I do not. If I had bandages, I could stop his bleeding, but I don't. So, we'll just do the damage to everybody. For her, I would normally heal the guy in front of me, but I actually want to take her out.
Disadvantage.
So
Give them no quarter.
I have a chance. I think he still has enough life. He can last it. I say that. Yikes. Yeah, he's bleeding. Let's see. I'm just gonna take this guy out.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Oh, I don't have any healing. Limited food. Let's put light on him. Let's also shoot him.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Whoever I've highlighted, see the yellow highlight I'm moving left and right, is the person who's actually going to open the chest. I'm going to go with this wizard-looking dude in the back. He shall open it.
Wealth beyond measure.
Okay, I gotta make sure that this guy doesn't die, so I'm just gonna put a couple of food in him before we go on. Because he's gonna be bleeding all over the place. Watch this. Oh. Alright, here's a trap. I'm gonna try to disarm it. With that guy. No, that's not a good guy to disarm it, because if it goes off, then he's fucked. Her. Oh, baby girl got it.
Ancient
Only,
lie in wait.
So it did physical and mental damage to her. They're still okay on the mental damage so far. They're not close to losing their shit.
The way
Go ahead
is lit.
and light
The path
another
is
torch.
Clear. We require
Get into
only
this
the strength
room.
to follow it.
Nothing in this room. Alright, let's move on. Move the map over. See, he's automatically going for it. I didn't touch anything. They just do that sometimes. Oh, and he kept it for himself. I don't even get that. Wow, he must be a kleptomaniac or something. Like, I'm not just, like, making that reference. He probably has it. Let's see. Yeah, kleptomaniac. See, it's right under God-fearing. So that's why he kept it. It's actually one of his disorders. They have disorders. Let's
In
light the
radiance,
place up.
may we find victory.
Hunger. So this is, if I don't have food, it'll start doing damage to them. I have food, so I'm going to feed them, which gives them a little bit of a health boost, but also prevents them from hunger pang. Okay, so one of the abilities is you can kind of scout before, like once you hit a room, you can scout out what's going on. So I can see what's going on down below. That blue thing is one of those walls. I think I still have a shovel, or I have an extra shovel. I do, so I can get through the wall. And then that's like a battle. So I'm just going to go for it. I think that'll actually finish out the explore 90% of the rooms. Let's get another torch going. Get through this thing. Okay, and then since I know this is a battle, and it may be one of my last, I'm going to use some of my consumables here. I'm going to make sure I have the highest level of light possible. I'm also going to feed this guy a couple more times. Yeah, he can't eat anymore because he's full, so... I'm going to save these last two foods for in battle, just in case. So yeah, let's just go for it. This should be our final battle. Cool, we surprised them. We got the jump on them. Okay, I'm going to blight these two in the back. Okay, you... He says don't bleed, so I'm going to damage the first three here. You... do judgment on this guy. Let's see if I can... Yes! Nice. That will be super helpful. And you... Let's damage these front two. Oh, critical. That guy's hurt. That's not bad. That's not bad. No added effects. Okay, but we barely survived that, but that's good. That's good. Let's disorient this guy in the back and see if we can hit him up. And he's stunned. Okay, that was super helpful. Give this guy... He's hurting. That's okay. I'm gonna just go for it. I was gonna move him back one, which would put him in a little less danger, but she can heal him instead. And that should be enough to get him through the next couple of rounds. Of course they're picking on him. Oh, pushed him back, or he went back himself. I'm gonna do this damage to both. I think I dodged it. You... I'm going to try to stun that guy. Excellent. You... I'm going to try to stab him in the face. Good job. You are going to try to stab him in the face. Excellent job. GG. Easy. GG.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and
take my prize. I just completed the quest, so I could go back to the hamlet, or I could hang out here. One reason I want to hang out here is there's a chest, so I want to check out what's in the chest here. Also, I think we have a key. We do. So if you use the key on the chest... No, I don't want to discard this item. What is this? Used to unlock strong boxes and doors. It's not a strong box? Use. Oh. There we go. And unlocked a hidden compartment. I should have held it down. I was supposed to tap it. I don't know that that really gave us all that much. Anyways, we're done. So we're going to go back to the tavern, or go back to the hamlet. It's our bounty again. We got some gold and some more of the other types of currency, along with some quests, or some trinkets. And these are afflictions that they picked up along the way. Some of these I don't even know what they are. So, obsessed with cleanliness. -1 speed if hit points are below 50%. +2 speed if torch is above 75, and it normally is for me. Leaves is possessed by demons. Alright, baby girl's gonna have some issues. And Nymphomania. I think she's like a priestess too. This is not good. And then the weld is an actual place you go to, so whenever you go to this guy probably should stay away from there.
I see something long absent in the sunken faces of passers-by. A glimmer of hope.
So I'm actually going to stop it right here. I think it was a good time to kind of stop it until the next episode, where I can kind of show more about their stress level and how to reduce it, and their team composition and those kind of things. So anyways, hope you guys liked it. If you got feedback, obviously let me know. Always love feedback, but I'll probably post another one of these, I don't know, in a couple days or so. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.